In today's video, guys, I'm gonna be talking about whiskey from Bowmore Distillery, the oldest distillery in Isle of Ireland. Hello and welcome back. My name is Vlad, and in today's video I'm gonna be talking about whiskey from Bowmore Distillery. 10 years old Bowmore whiskey. And you might think, are you talking about that 10 years old Bowmore from the duty-free shops? Actually, this whiskey came from the duty-free shop, but it's not actually whiskey which you might think of, because that very common, very popular 10 years old Bowmore whiskey from the airports, duty-free shops is bottled at 40% of ABV, but in this case we have a whiskey bottled at 46% of ABV. And it says on the label, limited edition, finest Oloroso sherry and wine casks. 46% of ABV, 1 liter bottle. I got this bottle from auction, to be honest, and I paid about £70 for this bottle. And I have been curious how Bowmore whiskey tastes when it's bottled at 46% of ABV. Because, as we all know, usual core range whiskey from Bowmore Distillery, they all bottled between 40 and 43% of ABV, and they're not that good as we might think it is, or they are. Because 12 years old, 40% of ABV, 15, 18 years old, quite expensive in these times, 43% of ABV. That's why I have decided to go for this bottle, because that 46% was very tempting me to buy this bottle. I have visited Bowmore Distillery in 2022, and that was very, very great experience, to be honest. And from the perspective of person who did not very tempting to buy any Bowmore whiskies, I have tried the all core range whiskies. I mean 12, 15, 18 years old. The 15 is quite okay. 18 is quite good, but it's too expensive at this moment. But the whiskey which I have tried when I was there, when I was on Isle of Ireland, and when we had the tour all around the distillery, and the whiskey which we've been able to try straight from the casks, that was a special, that was a stunning whiskey, that was amazing experience, to be honest. I will never forget that moment when I was able to try 20 years old whiskey straight away from the cask, from the sherry cask, and then from the French red wine cask, and then from the ex-bourbon cask. All those whiskies was just amazing. That was something special, to be honest. That was the moment when I changed my mind about Bowmore distilleries, because they producing very good whiskey. They making a beautiful whiskey, but they not selling this whiskey to us whiskey lovers. All that sales from the Bowmore distillery is focused on the people who just occasional whiskey drinker, who buying the whiskey time to time only, because as we know, they usually bottle them between 40 and 43%. Whiskey is heavily filtered, whiskey is heavily colored, which is very, very bad decision in my opinion. But the whiskey straight from the cask, that's something amazing, guys. That's really, really amazing experience. In this case, 10 years old, age-stated whiskey, ex-sherry casks, ex-red wine casks, 46% of ABV. It might be colored, it might be chill filtered, I have no idea. So let's go and try this one. On the nose, straight away, we've got that nice earthiness, which it's always recognizable as a Bowmore distillery for me. Loads of sherry casks here. Raisins, prunes, figs, chocolate, cherries, coffee, and that lovely earthy smokiness. We've got some cinnamon, we've got some cloves here, some slightly fresher red fruits as well. Very nice on the nose, very, very nice. It smells quite oily and thick, to be honest. Let's go for the palate. This whiskey is quite oily, a nice mouth coating whiskey, which caused me to which makes me think it might be unchill filtered, to be honest, because with chill filtration we're losing all that beautiness from the whiskey. It's quite nice mouth coating whiskey, guys. Initially, loads of red fruits. So obviously we have that raisins, chocolate, figs, prunes, all these lovely ex-sherry things. But it's also loads of red fresh fruits as well. I would say strawberries, some peaches maybe, some dried cranberries, definitely some fresh cherries, and there is kind of sourness in this whiskey as well, combined lovely with that, you know, ex-sherry sweetness, and that earthy smoke, slight smoke, beautifully integrated, beautifully balanced, lovely, fixed, and works together. Let's go for another one. There is some tobacco notes, leather notes, old bookshelf notes as well. When you're keeping this whiskey in the mouth, there is that kind of earthiness, but when you swallow, that smoke's coming up, smokes become more pronounced and lovely integrated with that red fruits, with that fresh red fruits, with that dried red fruits. There is some cinnamon, cloves, kind of spiciness, lovely, lovely spiciness, like fruit cake. It's a bit lovely whiskey, to be honest. It is a lovely whiskey. Finish is quite long, with the red fruits, chocolate, coffee, smokiness, earthy, tobacco leaves. bookshelves, leathery notes. Guys, this is very, very good Bowmore whiskey, to be honest. It doesn't taste like the 15 years old. It's far away from the 12 years old. And I would say this whiskey is even better than 18 years old because it has that Bowmore DNA, definitely more recognizable as it is in the 18 years old, as it is in the 15 years old, definitely more than the 12 years old. Quite good example what the Bowmore distillery can make it, actually, in my opinion. Probably you won't be able to find this anymore in the duty shops, duty free shops. I have this bottle for about 3 years now, maybe 4 years, and as you see, it's going quite well. 1 liter bottle. So I shared a few samples with my friends, and as close I'm going to the end of this lovely drop, I thought I need to do this review for you guys because you might be interested to try a good Bowmore from the sherry casks. I have somewhere in the shelf quite new Bowmore, which I recently purchased from independent bottler, and that sounds quite interesting to me. This is 7 years old Bowmore from Living Souls, from refill bourbon casks, bottled at 50% of ABV. I haven't opened that bottle yet, but when I open it, you will get a nice review. Just be sure of that. I will do a nice review for you guys on this bottle. If you ever try this Bowmore, 10 years old, 46%, or maybe that 7 years old Bowmore from Living Souls, just drop the comment down below, guys. And thank you very much for watching this video, guys. Thank you very much for your support, for your time, for your effort. I'm hoping you did not waste time with me. So thank you very much for your support, guys. Cheers to you all. Slanjeva.